G'day and welcome back to Duck Solid Gaming and mod review for FS22. Today we are reviewing the Dragon Den Pack by Black Dragon. The mod is exclusively available from simplysafemods.com. The mod is also available only for PC and Mac. All right, let's get into it. So what is the Dragon Den Pack? The Dragon Den Pack is a combination of various mods, placeables, that bring a whole pile of more production options to your game. Now, it incorporates some base game elements that have been modified to support the production elements of the mod, and it's also got some new features as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover through all of these today and show you what they look like, how they work, the recipes, all that sort of stuff, and hopefully that will put you in a good position that you can download the mod yourself and give it a go. Again, I must reiterate, this is not for consoles. All right, so what does it do? Well, there's a whole pile of stuff. There's, as you can see here, we'll just pan around. You can see greenhouses. So he's got his own version of left and right hand greenhouses. He's got modified animal pens. So chicken pen, cow pen, sheep pen, pig pen. He's got his own factories. So he has a fruit processing facility, a factory, and a winery. They're all over the back. We'll have a look at those in a minute. He has maple orchard, or what are we going to call it, a maple tree area. He's then got orchards of various sizes and the fruits that come with it. So what we can see here, all these pallets here, all the different products that come from the mod. Now we've got everything from molasses and maple syrup to cucumbers, tomatoes, garlic, we've got cocoa, we've got oranges, plums, we've got apples, lemons, pears, and cherries. We've also got over here, we've got fruit salad, brown sugar, and then we've also got a whole pile of jam, juices, lemonades, pies, and wines. So that's the products that actually come out of all the production placeables. So what do we actually get with the whole mod? Let's go and have a bit of a look-see. We'll go into the shop and have a good look at what it incorporates. So we'll start with the production. So if we have a look at the production here, you'll see it starts just here. So what Black Dragon has done, he's taken the existing Giants buildings and upped them up a little bit. So the Dragon's Den version of the bakery actually enables you to make not only your cake, your bread, and your apple and your strawberry pie. Sorry, what was it? Strawberry and I think it was just the strawberry pie previously. You now do a grape pie, an orange pie, a plum pie, a lemon pie, and all that sort of stuff as well. So, and the apple pie, for instance, now utilizes brown sugar instead of just plain sugar. So that also then utilizes the maple trees to get the syrup. So you've got all that extra combinations of produce to do. We have the bakery factory, same again, it's got all the different pies that can come out. You've then got the carpenter, which hasn't actually changed. What has changed is the production outputs. So the output piles of the pallets actually come out at a double stack height. So he's increased the stacks that come out from the placeables if there had not been a change the recipe. The cereal factory, you've now got I think it was porridge or something. I can't remember now. I didn't actually have a look at that one. I forgot that one. I was remiss. The dairy now has the use of cocoa to produce chocolate. So that comes from the greenhouses. When we have a look at the fruit processing factory, this is where we take all of the fruits from the orchards with water and sugar, and we produce the jams and the juices, which we'll go through in a minute. The grain mill is unchanged again, other than just the outputs, double stacked outputs. Same with the oil plant, the spinnery, the sugar mill. The sugar mill now actually does have honey. I know I personally changed my sugar mill to produce sugar from honey. He's actually added that in as part of the pack as well now. So honey will actually produce sugar as well as an option. So you've got now honey, sugar cane, sugar beets, and cut sugar beets. You've then got the syrup house, which takes wood chips, syrup, sugar beet, water, lemon, sugar cane or cut sugar beets, and it produces molasses and maple syrup. So the molasses is used to make your brown sugar and other things in the future, I'm assuming, and your maple syrup is just an end product to sell. Tailor shop. Then we have the factory. So the factory takes some fruit and some vegetables and will output fruit salads, and brown sugar. Now, it should be noted that both the outputs, or all three outputs, there's 3 different types of fruit salad listed. 2 of them are fruit salads, and the other one's actually a salad, like with lettuce, cucumber, onion, tomato. I don't know whether Black Dragon's going to actually change that naming. I'm going to message him and suggest that. But anyway. Then we have the winery. The winery takes apples, strawberries, plums, oranges, cherries, pears, lemons, and grape and makes wine. Okay? So if you're into that, that's the other part of that. All right. So that's all the factories. Now, with the factories, he also gives you the selling points. Now, the selling points you get a farmer's market, fast food restaurant, supermarket. Now, all of these sell different products. So you can't just take a truckload of various products and put it into the farmer's market. The farmer's market only takes certain products. So, for instance, here it's taking, I think, primarily apple and cherry products, plum pies, lemon pie, and lemons and oranges and honey, pear. So you get the idea. And then if we go to the fast food restaurant, that takes the salad, the fruit salad, strawberries, some of the juices, onions. So they all vary. So if you want to sell all the products, you need to put all 4 placeables down. Or alternatively, you will actually edit your own sell points or the in-game sell points to take it. So for instance, I use a placeable called Aunt Emma's Shop, and I have that modified that I can sell if I wish all produce at that shop. So it's just by a matter of changing the XML. All right. So that's the selling points. Next, we have the greenhouses. And as you can see with the greenhouses, he's got everything from the small, medium, the large, and the extra large. And he has them in both a right and left-handed variation. So the advantage with that is, as we've seen with a previous mod by our mate Rubber Burner, if we put down the left-hand version of the mod like that, I can then also put down the right-hand version like that, line it up, and then I have them there like that. And then I can put, for instance, I can put this one down here, and then I could travel between them if I've got to roll them and do that. Or alternatively, I can then rotate that around there like that. And you can set yourself up with a bit of an array of greenhouses, so to speak. And then you can customize your layout a bit better. All right, so you got the freedom of having both the left and right hand output for the greenhouses. Now the greenhouses, as I said before, they now have garlic, cucumber, onion, and cocoa as part of their outputs. Again, they take water and they also have manure. So the difference with the manure, that actually gives you a higher output, and we'll have a look at those in a minute when we have a look at the production menu and the recipes. So that's the greenhouses. We then have the orchards. Now the orchards are over here. First off, we have the maple tree orchard. So that actually has maple trees. It takes input of sugar, of water, and then it will output maple syrup. Okay. You can add manure in there as well to get. Actually, I don't know if there is manure. I'll have to have a look. It says here on the notes you can put the manure, but I'm not so sure. Anyway, so that'll produce that. The small orchards. So we have the small orchard, the medium, and the extra large, and they'll just produce the outputs of the fruit. So your apples, your oranges, pears, cherries, plums, lemon, and they output those as well. So, and again, you have a standard production, and you also have one with manure, which is a higher rate of production. All right, so that's our orchards. We'll now look at our animals. So what we've got here is we've got the cow barn extra large with feeding robot. That's for the cows. Now what he's done with that, he's increased the number of cows by default. I mean, I've already increased my default giants one, so there's no point looking at that as a comparison. But he's increased those, so that's fine. No horses, good lad. Pigsty, he's got his own pigsty as well, 770 pigs. The standard giants one is 270, so he's increased that, obviously. The sheep, 420 for the sheep barn extra large. Chickens, the chicken coop extra large, 660. Now, what I did want to show with with the animal pens is each of the barns themselves, or the animal pens, he's increased the size of the actual pen. So if I look at the default Giants chicken pen, you can see that it's only a very small yard there for the chickens, but he's increased that by well, virtually twofold. Okay. Now, similarly for the sheep, if I put the sheep one down, you can see it's a bigger yard. So you just need to be aware of the fact that while you have got higher output, and also the output, so like for instance the bales here will double stack on the output for the sheep pen. You need to be aware of the fact that it actually does take up more actual ground space by the fact that the yard is a lot bigger. Okay. And then with the cows, again, same thing. The yard is bigger. Not significantly so for the cows, but it is bigger. All right. So while we're here, we might as well go and have a look at the building. So this here is the processing facility, the processing factory. And this will actually produce all your fruit and your jams and your juices. And as you can see here, he's used the grape building at the moment. That is going to change. He has said he's going to change that at a later date. So we expect to see that change at some point. The syrup house. So the syrup house here will produce our maple syrup and our molasses. We then have the factory. The factory is where we produce our salad, fruit salad, and our brown sugar. We then have the winery here, which is where our wines are produced. And then over here, this is our sell point. So we have the farmhouse, the diner, or fast food restaurant, I think that one's actually called, and the grocer, all that there. And then obviously the orchard. So there we go. All right, so that's pretty much a summary of all the items you've got to place with the Dragon Den pack. Now what we're going to do now is I'm going to go and have a look in here. I'm going to look at the recipes we have available. So we'll go from top to bottom. As you can see here, so the syrup house. So syrup house, we can maple syrup with wood chips. So if I'm just doing maple syrup, 10 syrup, maple sap will produce 5 maple syrup. If I use the wood chips to produce the molasses, the maple syrup, I require 10 plus 1 wood chip will give us 5. Now, I think that's probably the production cost is less. I'm not sure if you actually meant to have more products coming out within that process, but anyway, we'll see. For now, that's what I said too. So for the molasses, there's 3 different options. So molasses, we can have 5 water, 10 lemon, 80 sugar cane will produce 40 molasses. 5 water, 10 lemon, 100 sugar beet will do 40 molasses. Or we can do 5 water, 10 lemon, 120 cut sugar beet will do 40 molasses. So that's the output for the syrup house. Next, we have the factory. So brown sugar, 5 sugar plus 3 molasses will make 6 brown sugar. Our fruit salad takes apple, cherry, grape, pear, plum, and strawberries, and will make 12 fruit salad. The fruit salad without grapes, same combination without the grapes, will produce 9 fruit salad. And then the salad, which actually is labelled salad now, which is great. You must have changed that in the last update. 3 tomato, 5 lettuce, onion, and cucumber makes 10 salad. So as you can see, you've got a basic production there straight off the bat just for your greenhouses if you're running the DD greenhouses. DD being Dragon Den. And then the fruit salad, obviously you need to have the bigger orchards running to do that. The wines from the winery, again, so we take the apple, cherry, citrus. So both lemon and orange to produce a citrus, grape, pear, plum, and strawberry to produce our wine. So 10 of each of the fruits will produce 3 of the wines. So this is a very slow production, okay? Just be aware of that. This is probably the slowest production out of the pack. Some of the other units actually are a little bit quicker in coming out, but just be aware that with the wine, it does take time, which is normal, time to ferment, all that sort of stuff. So that's fine. Happy with that. The fruit processing factory, as you can see here, produces our jams, apple, cherry, grape, lemon, orange, pear, plum, and strawberry, and also produces juices. So apple juice, cherry juice, lemonade, orange juice, pear juice, plum juice, strawberry juice. Obviously you've got grape juice and you've got raisins as well. All right. So for all of those, for For the juices, it's 5 sugar, 10 water, and 30 of each of the fruits in general cases. Like, so the lemonade, for instance, needs 20 lemons, 5 and 30. So the recipes are slightly different. Okay. So this is obviously unsweetened orange juice. This is sweetened pear juice and plum juice. But anyway, so you get the gist, and then the jams, sugar, and the fruit for the jams as well. All right. Next, we have the greenhouses themselves, as you can see here. So you've got the 2 options, tomatoes and tomatoes with manure. So our stock standard tomato or lettuce or general production is 1 water, 1 fruit. 2 water, 1 lettuce. 1 water, 2 strawberry. 3 water, 1 cocoa. 2 water. You get the gist. Whereas if I look at the onions with manure, 4 water plus 1 manure gives us 4 onions. So it gives us a lot higher production rate if we utilize the manure as well. Now, one of the tips I found with this, even if you are producing manure, a lot of the times actually, if you've got the buy produce mod, you can actually buy the produce for a lot cheaper than what you actually may end up making it. And certainly what I tend to do in my gameplay is I will actually tend to buy things like sugar if I haven't got it set up, because actually the buy price is actually quite cheap by comparison. And then the end product price for a lot of the items is well worth that expenditure. All right, so that's all the greenhouses through there, and I think that must be. Oh, then we got the orchards. Sorry, so again, the apples, cherries, lemons, orange, pear, plum. Okay, so that is all of the placeables and the menu and the recipes for those. What we need to do actually is we need to place down the other Dragon Den Pack buildings quickly and look at the recipes for some of the other produce. So we'll quickly just do that randomly. I'll go in here. We'll put down a bakery. We'll put down the factory. I'll put down the carpenter's not going to matter. I will put down the cereal factory. I'll put down the dairy. Grain mill won't be a problem. The sugar mill, I'll put the sugar mill down. Syrup house, and that will be it. Okay. All right. So what we'll do now is we'll come back in here and we'll have a look at what they actually provide us. So the sugar mill. So the sugar mill, we've got the honey sugar. So 1 honey makes 2 sugar. Okay. With the dairy, the changes for that is, as we can see with the chocolate, as we said before, now utilizes cocoa to make the chocolate. The cereal factory now has oatmeal. So 5 oats plus brown sugar will make the oatmeal, so porridge. For the bakery, you now have apple pie, cherry pie, grape pie, lemon pie, orange pie, pear pie, plum pie. I think strawberry pie was the only one that was available initially, obviously, because we only had strawberries from the default. So that gives you those options as well. What else we got? And I think that was it for the recipes, basically. Yep. All right. So that is the Dragon Den pack. And like I said, it's a game changer. It provides you significant amounts of produce. As you can see, there's a whole pile of pallets. And this basically, I know it's no good for... You will need to have one of the pallet fix mods, obviously, to run this. I mean, as you can see, just by having this here at the moment, I've got well and truly over 100 pallets out. And this amount of pallets, if you're not using a pallet storage, is probably well within the norm of gameplay. So I'm not going to get into talking about the patch 1.4 and all that sort of stuff, but you will probably need the pallet fix mod or something similar to it that actually overrides the pallet limit that Giants have set on PC and Mac players as well as the console players, but obviously that doesn't help here. They don't have this mod. So, but it is a fantastic mod. Hats off to Black Dragon. He's constantly evolving the mod, and there is more to come. So, like I said, it is available exclusively from simplysafemods.com, a website run by our good mate Grizzly Bear Sims. The safe place to go and get your mods. So go check it out. Make sure you leave a comment in the forum on the Discord for simplysafemods.com and let him know what you think of the mod. You won't be disappointed. It is a really, really good mod. Works fantastically. And I've been using it in all my series since the first iteration of this dropped, and I'm very pleased to say that I've been updating all the way along, and it is a great pack. No bugs, no anything, nothing like that. Works seamlessly. So get into it. Again, Dragon Den Pack by Black Dragon on simplysafemods.com. Hope you enjoyed the mod review. If you did, press that like button. If you didn't, that's okay. Also, consider subscribing to the channel so you can see more mod reviews, videos, all that sort of stuff. But until next time, this is Duck Sawley wishing you a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night. See you all later. Bye.